Tonight, at exactly 4:12 a.m., you may hear a knock at your window. Usually a voice will follow the knock. The voice will sound familiar, a friend, a neighbor, maybe even someone in your family. It will repeat the same sentence over and over in the exact same tone until you answer. When you do, the voice will fall silent and the next one you hear will be your own, speaking your exact words back to you. The Peacekeeper is unique among all Dominion-class entities. Its presence has been documented for decades, yet there are no confirmed photographs and no first-person accounts from anyone who has knowingly looked upon it and survived. The only thing we have is this audio recording.
Is someone at the door? Is someone at the door? Is someone at the door? Is someone at the door?
This recording was submitted 2 years ago by a Zone 11 resident during the Peacekeeper's presence in the area. Despite its elusiveness, its arrival leaves a measurable mark on the environment. When the Peacekeeper moves into a zone, every other anomaly vacates. This happens without recorded confrontation, no fights, no casualties, no destruction. It is as though the lesser entities recognize they are in the presence of something higher in the predatory chain, something older, something they cannot challenge. Entire neighborhoods, even small towns, have remained anomaly-free for months following its arrival. Some regard this as a blessing. Others see it as the quiet before a deeper disaster. There are towns, small, unmarked, unmentioned on any official registry, where the Peacekeeper is spoken of with reverence rather than fear. Residents there light candles at night, place bowls of water on their windowsills, or mark their door frames with chalk in repeating groups of 3. They call it the bringer of 1,000 small blessings. Local folklore describes its arrival as a season of good fortune. Crops grow beyond expectation. Debts are forgiven without reason. Lost pets wander home unharmed. Accidents decline. Family disputes end quietly. For a time, life feels lighter, but only if you follow the rules. The first recorded set of behavioral restrictions comes from Zone 6, January 1994. At the time, a family of 4 was under OAS observation following prior contact with a lesser mimic class anomaly. The incident log reads, "We heard it at exactly 4:12 a.m. 3 knocks, slow, deliberate. My brother whispered and asked if I heard it. Then I heard my brother's voice outside. Same whisper, same tone. We never opened the curtains. By morning, Mrs. Elliott's boy, 2 houses down, was gone. They found him in the drainage ditch. His skin was missing." We do not know the true origin of the Peacekeeper, but a certain tribe in Zone 8 claims it was summoned by their ancestors. According to their oral history, there was once a thriving tribe deep in the forests of Zone 8, whose livelihood depended entirely on farming. A string of poor harvests and a relentless drought pushed them to the brink of extinction. In desperation, the tribe's shaman is said to have performed a forbidden ritual, summoning what they believed to be a lesser god of fortune. Their luck changed overnight. Crops flourished, water returned to their wells, and trade prospered. The only rule, they were told, was simple: never look upon the god of fortune. But the blessings came with a cost. One by one, tribespeople began to vanish. Their bodies would be found the next morning, skinned with unnerving precision, their remains placed somewhere they could not be ignored. Soon the dead began calling out to the living at night. The voices were accompanied by deliberate, rhythmic knocks on doors and windows. Those who answered were next to go. The story claims that only a small handful survived, and they all shared one thing in common: they stopped responding to the knocks. After a month of silence, the knocking ceased, the voices faded, and the creature left. But with it went the blessings, the good fortune, and the prosperity it brought. This matches what we know from modern records of the Peacekeeper. When it fails to lure out prey for more than 30 consecutive nights, it will abandon the area entirely. The rules for survival are very simple. If you hear the Peacekeeper at your window, remain calm. Do not look. Do not speak. Those who break these rules are taken. The entity does not consume its victims. It removes their skin. The remaining body is always found the next day, placed in a location the intended target will have to see: on a porch, in a driveway, or directly beneath the bedroom window. According to the tribesmen, the flaying and deliberate display of the bodies is not an act of concealment, but of offering. They claim the god of fortune accepts only one form of payment for its 1,000 blessings, the anguish of the living. Each moment of grief suffered by the loved ones of the victims is a coin placed on its altar. The method of removal is unknown. The bodies show no sign of struggle, yet the skin is absent in one continuous piece, as if it had been unzipped and lifted away. Voice mimicry is its most dangerous ability. Those who speak during a knock will hear their voice repeated back to them, perfectly replicated. First from just outside their own window, then from further away, then from multiple points at once. It uses the voice to address neighbors. A survivor from Zone 11 described the experience. It sounded like my husband was outside. He was calling for me, saying he dropped something important in the yard. I almost went to the window. Then his voice changed. He said the same thing again, but slower, like he was testing the words. I called out to him, and he responded from the bathroom, while the thing outside started repeating my own words back to me. Once it has your voice, it doesn't stop. Reports indicate it will continue to use it in the area for as long as it remains, even after the original speaker has been taken. The Peacekeeper is officially designated by the Office of Anomaly Safety as a stabilizing presence. In practice, this means it is not actively pursued or relocated. The reasoning is not public, but internal communications hint at a quiet acceptance among certain field agents, because when the Peacekeeper is present, nothing else is. Its influence is not contained to OAS-monitored areas. Folk traditions in at least 6 rural territories reference a figure or presence matching 41D's behavior, sometimes called the guest at the glass or 3-tap jack. One southern marshland community claims it has been visiting for as long as there has been windows. In the northern highlands, old prayer books include a stanza asking for 3 gifts, 3 guards, 3 knocks in the night. In certain towns, 4:12 a.m. is known as the blessing hour. Here, residents will deliberately open their windows, light candles, and tap 3 times on the glass. They believe this ensures continued prosperity. The office advises against this practice, not for the safety of those performing it, but for the safety of everyone else in range. If you find yourself in a territory under 41D influence, you are advised to avoid speaking after midnight. Keep curtains drawn and windows locked. Avoid acknowledging knocks after 12 a.m. Treat sudden strokes of luck with suspicion. Remember, the Peacekeeper never leaves quickly. If it has come once, it will come again and again until you are gone or everyone else is.